Hey guys, it's Mike with another King Arthur Legends Rise video. I'm back from the lake. I've been accruing a bunch of summons over the time away. I haven't bought any packs, but there's just been a lot going on in the game that have been giving me summons. So we have 40 to go through today, plus some of the normal summons as well, and then also some relic summons, so kind of get the count upgraded. This is my team for Pinvid 10. It seems to be 100%, although now I'm saying that, and Tristan's over here about to die. But Tristan lead speeding my team up was a suggestion in the comments, greatly appreciated. Between that and Morgan, we're getting a lot of turns against Pinvid, and then Kay doing a lot of the hits and damage, and then Nika keeping my team alive. But with all the upgrades I have and the gear, it seems to be 100%. It's not exactly a fast team, but it does get through it pretty good. I did kind of give up on the Podarge's Sanctuary. I could not get a team that would beat stage 5. So I didn't want to waste a bunch of stamina over there getting gear that's not going to help my account. So unfortunately for that event, there's a lot of rewards still left on the table for me. But I was able to go through on Event Dungeon and farm that up and get almost everything I wanted out of there. I ended up getting the two champion shards for Rosier, so I could increase her chivalry 1 level. I did leave the 5 legendary memory stones in there. Unfortunately, I needed 35,000 points to get 5 of them, so I was kind of tired of grinding that dungeon out, and I wanted to get back over here to Pinvid to start getting some of those mythic orbs, get my champions up to 6. I was able to get Charlotte to 6-star. I'm pretty sure I brought somebody else to 6-star as well. Guinevere is getting close, so super excited about that. Also have Ira that needs to get up there, so that I need to be farming in here a lot more than I have been. So pretty excited to move on in the account and start getting some of these characters up to 6-star and really start seeing what they can do and how they can help my account. My feeling is if I had them at 6-star prior to the event, I probably could have got a lot deeper into Podarge's Sanctuary, and then I probably could have got those rewards, but the events come through every couple weeks, so I'll just be in a better position next time to do better. But we'll get this finished up, and then we'll jump into those summons. Alright, so in the event shop, as you can see, we'll jump in here. I was not able to pick up these memory stones. I didn't really care to pick up Ralph, but I did pick up almost everything else in here, so that was a pretty big win. A lot of good resources going on in there. And then over in the events over here in Podarge's Sanctuary, you can see the rewards. Like here's 3 summoning stones that I just didn't get to. I probably actually could get to those. That's not that far away. I got 22 hours, so I'll probably pick those up. Clear that dungeon just a few times will get me there. But getting all the way up to 40,000 points to get this armor is probably not going to happen, unfortunately. Getting to 25 to get these 5 pulls, probably not going to happen. But I'll probably swing in and pick those up and get started on my next 10 pack. But across the board in the events, there was kind of a lot going on in the crystals. I tried to use as many as I could. Unfortunately, I kind of depleted all of my my crystals prior to this event. But you can see all of these different summons that were kind of in here, as well as some different rewards along the way. If you can get all the way to 8,000, like there's some really good summons going on in here. Maybe get to 5,000. It just depends on where I can find crystals. Probably need to advance in story mode, pick up one more, pull from there. And then on this guy, the equipment enhancement, I went through and just upgraded a lot of stuff to level 6. Just because it was fairly inexpensive, and got those summons as well. In the daily activities up here, we did just get the 5-pack, and I did unlock the Commander Pass with the 2,000 rubies, so that helped me out get some more summons there. But the summons themselves have stacked up pretty good. So on the rate up summons, we're up to 24, waiting for the next character because we did already get Charlotte, and we have it guaranteed at 60, so we're not anywhere near pity there. We already picked it up. Here we're actually guaranteed to get today. So we have 40 pulls to get through today, 26 for pity. We got 30 of these guys, which is really just there for chivalry. Might get that random rare. But I think that's about it. All these guys, yeah, they're going to be sitting tight. In here we do have a couple pulls, so we'll start right here with these 18 because these almost never give you anything. So these are relics anyway. We got no rares at all. So those are all common and uncommon relics there. We'll grab this guy. Maybe we get lucky. I don't even think I've seen a YouTube video where somebody else pulled one of these and got legendary, unfortunately, and 2 uncommons. So, but it's bound to happen eventually, you know? All right, well, let's get our luck warmed up here with a 10 pull of these regular or normal summons. The best we can hope for here is going to be a rare character. We did not get one. That's okay. Hopefully get some uncommons. I am getting really close to actually maxing out. Here we're on level 9. Here we're on level 9. So a couple of these characters are about to get maxed out, and then I can start using those tokens on characters I actually care about in the shard shop. So that'll be a pretty big win once we start snowballing some of those characters. Let's see if we got anybody. Here's some 8s going on here. Here's a 10, so there's one. Here's another 9. Got 2 of him, so he's probably going to be wrapped up after these pulls. So we're starting to get there. We're really starting to get there, which is pretty fun. And then you run into situations with the different treasure chests in adventure mode where you might need some of those characters leveled up in order to beat it. So now that they're on, here's another one. Lapality. This guy is such a goober. But having him on Chivalry level 10 is going to help me get through some of that, some of those dungeon or some of those treasure chests. Without further ado, let's jump over into the special summons. We got 40 to pull. We're guaranteed to get 1 legendary. Hopefully we get 2. Might be a little greedy. I did just pull Guinevere, so that was a huge win. Very excited about her. Have not got a chance to build her. She is 5-star 50. I am hoping for a Vivian. Just recently entered the pool. So that would be a really great pull for me. I have Chivalry for Morgan or Merlin or Lancelot would all be great as well. So there's a lot of things on the account that I would love to have. Here we go. Here's some 10s. So we're going to be stacking up some of these, some of those shard points in order to buy some other characters. So that's pretty cool. Here we go. Let's see here. We're not gold yet. That doesn't mean we're not going to be gold. We got blue and it's blue. All right. We're taking us to pity. They're taking us all the way to pity. 2 pulls with just 1 rare. That's pretty rough. Pretty rough. Here we go. We've got Clementine there. Another Lapaldi. All right. Still have not gotten a 10 pull where I got 2 legendaries in the same 10 pull, so this could be the moment right here. We are guaranteed at least 1, so that's pretty exciting. And maybe 2, maybe 2. Oh, we got 2! And 2 rares, that's awesome. All right, I had 0 expectation, but eventually it's got to come through. Accolon I have not built yet, but I do need to for the Ice Bear to start progressing there. And now that the event is over, I probably will spend some energy and time on him. Camelot, that might have topped him off. I think he was Chivalry level 9. And I think we got a legendary. I think they were back to back too. The Seeds of Distrust have blossomed. Gillian's new for me, so this is a huge pull. I'm not sure if she's the best healer in the game. I think Nika might be a better healer, but she is an amazing support champion. So that is an amazing pull for me. That is super exciting. Welcome to the team, Gillian. We'll take a peek at her kit. Let's see who the next one. What does your shield protect? We got another Guinevere, so we can get her Chivalry. It took me like, what, almost 40 days to get her, and I get her almost back to back. So that is awesome. But we can get her Chivalry up as well. So that's a big pull right there. Man, that is super exciting. And I think we have 10 left, so we might even get lucky. We did obviously reset pity with that, but can't complain on that. That is huge. And we got some more guys topped off there, so that is awesome as well. All right, we're on to our last 10 pulls, so we're going to go ahead and hit that. I don't really know what to even hope for right now because it just feels greedy. So more than 1 rare. If we can get more than 1 rare, yeah, we didn't even get that. That's okay. That's okay. Douglas is good. He's going to give us some points. We've got him topped off. And then a Gareth. So that's pretty good. And that definitely finishes up Kalik as well. So there's probably a few of these folks that are going to be Chivalry level 10 after these summons. It's so funny, the whole weekend I was all excited. I saw those summoning tokens stacking up on me, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to pull these. So as soon as I got home, we jumped on the computer just to get those knocked out. But we got to go way down here. Where are they at? Oh, here we go. Gillian's right there. Oh, it doesn't show me my Guinevere because it's going to put her in the Chivalry, so that's okay. So let's take a quick peek at Gillian's kit. We got her passive 1 here, 60% chance to trigger when attacking, 100% chance to reduce the attack gauge of 1 random enemy. So she's doing attack gauge manipulation on 1 random enemy by 30%, which is pretty good. And that is a 60% chance anytime she's attacking. On her passive 2, when an ally is inflicted with abnormal status, 100% independent chance to trigger overhealing for each ally inflicted with the abnormal status. It's so funny how many different names they have for all these different sub abilities that each of these characters have. It's a lot to keep track of. Overhealing is abnormal status, removes all abnormal status from target, then heals them according to the number of abnormal statuses they had. So that's pretty good. So that's, I mean, getting rid of those abnormal statuses is one thing, and then healing them as well is pretty big. So we move over here to her third passive. We got 60% chance to trigger when an ally recovers HP, which she's doing healing. So that could be pretty often. 100% independent chance to charge attack gauge of one random ally by 30%. So she can decrease the enemy's attack gauge by 30, one random, and then also increase one random allies by 30. So kind of just there to supplement with like a Morgan, where you're doing some of that charge gauge manipulation. Is just going to help you out, take more turns, and the enemy gets less turns. So she does start with her Flame Relic here. On her A1, she attacks one enemy 2 times, total damage 34%, 100% chance to heal the ally with the lowest HP, 5.7% of her max HP. So it's going to be the same heal that you get from a Turin or a Nika, that just kind of gives them a heal as well as an attack, but it does hit twice, which is kind of good if you're trying to bring a shield down. On the A2, attacks one enemy, damages 14.3% of attack. That's super small. 50% chance to reduce attack gauge by 30%. So if that piggybacks with her passive 1, theoretically you could bring it down by 60%. So that's actually pretty strong. 100% chance to heal the ally with the lowest HP. Gillian's max HP 14.3. So that's a pretty big heal. And that is on an A2. So it's using less vigor and is doing attack gauge manipulation. So that's a pretty strong ability. Oh, it's a tickle. It's a 14.3. I don't even know if I've seen an attack that low before. But that is just a tickle, but she's doing a lot of other things on that ability, so that's pretty cool. And then on her A3, attacks one enemy 2 times, total damage 88% of attack, 70% chance for last hit to inflict temptation for 1 turn, and that can book up. And then temptation here is the target cannot attack the seducing opponent. Defense down by 5. So that just means that when they attack, they can't attack Gillian. They'll be attacking a different character. But all in all, I think Gillian is a fantastic champion. I've seen a lot of people go back and forth with her for support between Nika and her. And then in some content, she's the reason they can get through it. So I'm anxious to get her stepped up and built. So that's a huge win for the team. If we jump over to the Codex, at this point now, we're just looking for Vivian, Gilroy, who I heard is pretty much trash. Florentius, which I can pick up in the arena shop. In fact, I might be able to do it. And then Saris, who I have not actually, I don't think she's in the champion pool. And she was the rate up summon when I started, but I didn't get enough rate up summons before she was gone. So I didn't even get a chance at her, unfortunately. I was still kind of learning the game. So, I mean, I'm doing pretty well as far as the champions are concerned. So one thing I did want to point out I thought was pretty fun is down here you see these 3 colors. That shows you the relics that you have for that champion. If you see one like this one that's flashing red, that means that you have a relic you have not summoned for that champion. So it's kind of a nice way there. You don't have to click on every champion to see where you are, to just kind of scroll through and see if you see anything flashing so that you can go ahead and summon that and then go sell the rest of them. But that was kind of a little nugget that I thought was pretty helpful. I figured I'd share in case any of you guys missed it. Another little Easter egg I wanted to share is on all of my videos in the description, there is an episode number. All of my episodes don't necessarily launch in order. Sometimes, like with the Charlotte event, it skipped ahead because it was pressing information that just launched, and I had a couple of videos stacked up prior. But for the most part, my content is sequential. So if you do wanted to see what the account is going from episode 1 all the way, I think this is episode 24. So we've been doing quite a bit on the account. It's kind of a nice way. I got a couple people that mentioned to me they really enjoyed continuous content on YouTube and kind of going along the journey and seeing things grow over time. So I just figured I'd try to make that a little easier for you guys if you wanted to partake in that journey with me. So taking a peek in the clan shop, we did get to 15.5, so we are going to pick up Sergius's Flame Relic. This will allow me to start utilizing the Sergius Morgan combo and really going through the bosses without them actually even having a chance to take a turn. So that's going to be a huge win right there. Maybe even start stacking up some of these guys and get some Storm Relics. And then I did want to jump into the Coliseum shop as well, just in case I had enough. What do we got for the rewards here? 250 more right there. Trying to stay on top of Arena, but it's been challenging. There's just a lot of teams I can't fight. Although I did get my K's evasion up, and that has been working pretty well. I'll probably do a video on it because it seems to be pretty helpful. But we jump over here to the shop. We're at 7,700, so we need 8,500. I am kind of torn between picking up Florentius or just going straight into Chivalry for Sergius. I do, like, the collector in me wants to get all the champions, but I don't know that I've seen a lot of use cases for Florentius. However, Sergius is going to be a huge pickup in that space, so I think if I can start getting his Chivalry up, it'd probably be a pretty big win. But I think that's about what I got for you today. I appreciate you guys sticking with me all the way to the end, enjoying that Gillian, joining the team today. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please do so. It means the world to me. We're probably about a week away from monetization at this point, and I am super excited. I cannot thank you guys enough for the support, and I look forward to seeing you next time.